Not me going rogue again and buying more boxes of books from Amazon. I have so many, as you guys can see, literally. We're gonna open all of these today, but if you guys like these kinds of Amazon unboxings and books from Bookshopcom, be sure to subscribe because I upload videos 3 days a week and lots of book chats, lots of book hauls, and lots of book fun. So let's get into this. Before I get into all the boxes, I want to share with you guys the books that I have purchased in the vlog this month. So make sure you're subscribed and watching all the vlogs because I do lots of book shopping. But I picked up, well, I'm gonna go through each book, but I'm not gonna like go through each book in detail because if you just go back and watch the vlogs from the last couple weeks, you'll see everything and I'll talk about it in detail there. But I will go in detail with the books from Amazon that I'm doing this haul. But I picked up 99% Mine from Sally Thorne, The 5-Star Weekend by Elin Hilderbrand. I got Stinger from Mia Sheridan. I picked up, is this Mame or Male? I don't really know, from Jessica George. I ordered Black Cake from Charmaine Wilkerson, and this was literally because my friend Kalila D said that this book is so good, so I'm like, you know what, I have to read it. And I picked up X's and O's by Amy Leah, The Bromance Book Club by Alyssa K. Adams. I actually did like a little cozy book weekend in a cabin with some friends, and this is where I picked up some of these books. So make sure you've just watched all the vlogs. They're so fun and all very book related. Only Love Can Hurt Like This by Paige Toon. Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. And Same Time Next Summer by Annabelle Monaghan. This actually just came out like last month or this month. Opening these boxes kind of feels like Christmas sometimes just because I don't know, I feel like I do roughly the same, like I get the same type of excitement whenever I'm opening gifts as I do whenever I'm opening books. But this is the first box, and let's see what's in here. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is actually something you guys are gonna be so excited about. I bought a Kindle Paperwhite. I didn't buy it for myself. I bought it for my husband. I don't know if this video is gonna come up first or another video where he's gonna be opening it because I'm gonna give it to him in a video. But I did get him a Kindle Paperwhite, and I also got him like a little cover because he said he's been wanting to read like more like physical books because he listens to audiobooks. So yeah, let me know if you guys are excited about this. Honestly, if he starts using this, who knows, maybe I'll get a Kindle. I've always been a physical book girly, but you know, times change. Maybe one day I will get a Kindle. This next box is a big one, and this is honestly where I thought the Kindle was gonna be in, so this must just be straight books, which is exciting. I love doing unboxings with you guys, so I feel like it makes the process of like opening the books more fun, just like the unboxing and having all these additional boxes. It can kind of be like, you know, I don't know, not the best when you have a ton of extra like paper and boxes, but when you're doing it with friends, it just is so fun. So the books that I picked up in here are 3 different books, and the first one is It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. I've actually already read this book, but I like let a friend read this book. I think it was, I want to say it was literally like over a year ago, and I never got it back, so I wanted to pick it up. I love the cover of this. I've noticed that it's a little bit different. Like you can actually feel the like words kind of sticking off the page, but this is a book that I feel like took the book talk by storm and like BookTube, and it's about Lily, who I honestly can't even like, don't want to explain this too much, but she falls for this guy Ryle, and it's an interesting story. I don't even know how to explain it for real. I read this, I think 2 summers ago. But on the back it says, as questions about her new relationship overwhelm her, so do thoughts of Atlas, which is a guy that she like knew from when she was younger. And when Atlas suddenly reappears, everything Lily has built with Ryle is threatened. So she kind of has like a push and pull between these two guys, and it is a book that will kind of leave you on the edge of your seat. I also picked up The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid, which I've also read this book. I think, again, I read this 2 summers ago or maybe 1 summer ago. I can't remember exactly, but this is about Evelyn Hugo, and she has never been interviewed. She's like super famous, and she decides to let someone interview her, and she has a crazy, crazy story. She has had 7 husbands in her lifetime, so she kind of goes through like all the crazy things that have happened in her life as a woman in the spotlight. And you guys know I love Carrie Soto is Back. That's one of my favorite books by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and it was a 4.5 out of 5 on my rating scale. And Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo was my first Taylor Jenkins Reid book that I ever read. So good, like absolutely incredible. I also picked up 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher, and this is a book that's honestly so sad. On the back it said, Clay doesn't want anything to do with the tapes Hannah Baker made. Hannah is dead. Her secret should be buried with her. And then Hannah's voice tells Clay that his name is on her tapes, and that he is in some way responsible for her death. All through the night, Clay keeps listening. He follows Hannah's recorded words throughout his small town, and what he discovers changes his life forever. And this was actually turned into a TV show, and it is so gripping. You will just be like, your heart will just absolutely break. And it is very, very sad, but I feel like it's definitely something that is a very good read. The cassette tapes will just leave you just so heartbroken. I want to do a video of where I read like old books that I read in high school again to see if they like hit the same. So this is one of the books that I want to read for that video. Package is from Bookshop.com, which is a great alternative to Amazon if you're wanting to buy books but support independent bookstores. I don't actually have any bookstores in my hometown that sell new books, but there are some near my hometown, like 45 minutes away. But sometimes I just don't have an extra like hour and a half, 2 hours to drive to get books. So I like to support by buying the book on bookshop.com, and then you can actually pick like a percentage of the like purchase to go to a specific bookstore. So I always pick the bookstore that's like 40 minutes away. But I picked up the book One Summer in Savannah by Tara Shelton Harris. It just came out. I'm so excited to read this one. It looks incredible. On the inside it says, can you ever truly forgive if you can't forget? It's been 8 years since Sarah Lancaster left her home in Savannah, Georgia. 8 years since her daughter Alana came into this world following a terrifying assault that left deep emotional wounds Sarah would do anything to forget. But when Sarah's father falls ill, she's forced to return home and face the ghosts of her past. While caring for her father and running his bookstore, Sarah is desperate to protect her curious, outgoing, genius daughter from the Weilers, the family of the man who assaulted her. Sarah thinks she can succeed. Her attacker is in prison. His identical twin brother, Jacob, left town years ago, and they and their mother are all unaware Alana exists. But she soon learns that Jacob has also just returned to Savannah to piece together the fragments of his once great family. And when their two worlds collide with the type of force Sarah explores in her poetry and Jacob in his astrophysics, they're drawn together in unexpected ways. I cannot wait to read this. This has been literally like a book that I have been so excited to read literally since last year. I was like, I cannot wait to pick up this book. It just feels like something that I'm going to absolutely love, and it's going to be so gripping and deep. And it is a very thick one, but it's a beautiful, beautiful book. I love the cover of it. It's about, I think, 450 pages or so. 444 pages, and it just looks so good. I just realized that one of these packages in here is actually a Zara package, so I will not be opening this, but if you guys want to see what's in that, head over to my Instagram. I do hauls over there, and I have a hauls highlight with everything that I like try on and share. But yeah, I didn't realize that. There is another big box down there though with books. But in this little Amazon thing, there's one book, and it is The Perks of Being a Wallflower, which is one of my favorite books. I literally remember reading this in high school and loving it, so I decided to pick it up. It is a really small, like it wasn't like that whenever they like first initially released the book. Like it's kind of tiny. I wish it were a little bit taller because the words are kind of small. Like if you look, they're just like a little bit tinier than I would normally like, and the book size is kind of weird, but I love this book. It says on the back, The Perks of Being a Wallflower is a story about what it's like to travel that strange course through the uncharted territory of high school, the world of first dates, family dramas, and new friends, of sex, drugs, and the Rocky Horror Picture Show, of those wild and poignant roller coaster days known as growing up. I love this book when it came out, and they actually turned it into a movie, which is what's on the cover of here. It's the movie cover. It is so good. I feel like it's such a good coming of age book, and it reads like a diary almost, because it's like the chapters start with like a date, And I don't know, I just, again, am really excited to dive into books that I used to love because I feel like I will love them even more now because there's so much nostalgia behind them. Box is a big one and a heavy one. So let's get into this one. I actually had a box cutter and I lost it. I don't know what happened to it. Every time I do unboxings, I always somehow lose my box cutter. I don't know how it even happens. Oh my gosh, there's tons of good books in here. Okay. So first, I'm gonna show you guys a book that's not even like a real book, but I bought this coloring book. It's Country Living, and I've been wanting to get back into my coloring era, and I feel like this, I mean, imagine coloring this. Like, this just looks so calming and relaxing to color. I don't even know if you guys can really see these. I'm gonna try to get a little bit closer so it'll hopefully focus on it, but I just feel like this would be a really good book to just like relax with, and I don't know, I just want to do more things that connect with my childhood self, and I feel like that would be a fun thing to do. I also have 3 books that are in here, and the first book that I want to show you guys out of this stack is The Coincidence of Callie and Caden. I picked up this book because I own the second book in this series, and I read this in high school, loved it, absolutely was obsessed, and I don't remember it at all. I just remember like loving it so much and like just being hooked, and so I want to read it again because it was so good. On the back it says, for Caden, the suffering in silence was the only way to survive. If he was lucky, he could keep his head down, do as he was told, and make it through the day. But one night it seemed like his luck and his life might finally end until an angel named Callie appeared just in time to rescue him. Callie has never believed in luck, not since her 12th birthday when everything was taken from her. After the worst was over, she locked up her feelings and vowed never to tell anyone what had happened. Now, 6 years later, she continues to struggle with the painful secret that threatens to consume her. When fate lands Caden and Callie at the same college, Caden is determined to get to know the beautiful girl who changed his destiny. Quiet and reserved, Callie still fears letting anyone else into her world, but Caden is certain that Callie has come back into his life for a reason. And the more he tries to be part of her life, the more he realizes that this time it's Callie who needs to be saved. I cannot wait to read this book again. Don't even remember what happened, which will make it even more fun to jump into. I also picked up this book by Tinia Montford. It's called The Last Minute First Lady, and I don't know if it's a new book or not. I literally saw it on TikTok and it just looked really good. It says, what's one itsy bitsy little lie? Cassie Anders will be the youngest governor in Illinois history, if he wins. That's all everyone seems to talk about these days. Jolie Coldwell isn't one of them. As a journalist, her priorities comprise digging up dirt on crooked politicians and local cover-ups. When her latest expose on a congressman lands her in hot water, her days are reduced to covering the senior center's casino night. Unexpectedly, news breaks. The on-air investigative segment needs a replacement. This promotion advance could change her career. She needs a breaking story. She needs it now. The road to office is ruthless compared to the courtroom. Without warning, Cassian Sanders' popularity ratings falls, threatening his position on the ballot. He will do whatever it means to secure votes. Now, not only is he engaged, but he's getting married to his non-existent fiancée. He's never relied on luck, but when a convenient but unorthodox wife falls into his lap, he makes her a deal. He needs a wife. He needs it now. Will Jolie and Cassian be able to fool the public long enough? Can she handle the public poking around in her past, one she would rather keep under wraps? Above all, can she be a model first lady, or are they destined to be a scandal? This looks so good. Oh my gosh. This sounds like it gives Scandal vibes. And then the last book I got is His and Hers by Alice Feeney, because I'm in my thriller area. I want to hop back into thrillers because honestly, it just became summer, but fall is like right around the corner. So on the back it says, when a woman is murdered in Blackdown, newsreader Anna Andrews is reluctant to cover the case. Detective Jack Harper is suspicious of her involvement until he becomes a suspect in his own murder investigation. There are 2 sides to every story, yours and mine, ours and theirs, his and hers, which means someone is always lying. This looks incredible. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys want to come back for more because I upload 3 videos a week, all book related. Lots of fun book chats that I know you guys will love. So make sure you guys comment below your favorite book or the book that you feel like is going to be the most interesting. Let me know which book I should start first, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.